g'day. How you going? What do you know? We'll strike a light. G'day, g'day. And how you going? Just say g'day, 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 and you'll be right.
In today's prophecy update, just want to highlight a couple items. And again, as we continue to see the escalation of events, especially concerning the signs of the times that we're living in. And these different components, and you look at the different chapters in the scriptures that really lay out some of these things that we're seeing before our very eyes, from Matthew 24, 2 Timothy, or chapter 3, 2 Peter, Zechariah 12 with Jerusalem as the cup of trembling, Isaiah 17 with the destruction of Damascus, Psalm 83, Ezekiel 38. All these components are all coming closer and closer together. We talk about the earth and the sky and the natural disasters, the earthquakes in various places. As we know, just on Friday in Indonesia, they had a 7.5 earthquake, So again, the magnitude, the frequency is getting more intense. Just even the hurricanes and the cyclones and the typhoons. This was an unbelievable season for that to occur. You consider all the immorality, the LGBT community and their agenda, just pushing as much immorality as possible. Dealing with religion, the apostasy, people walking away from the Lord and from the faith, the deception that's crept in so many churches. The persecution is at a whole new level these days than years in the past. And on November 4th, it will be the International Day of Prayer, specifically for the persecuted church. So we're going to focus that day on prayer and for those in persecution. So we're going to pray for, and also, in another sense, we're praying with those families and those people. You look at the technology these days, the cashless society, the missiles and the cyber terrorism and all these other components. It's a whole different ballgame today than it was 5 years ago, 10 years ago. The nations, the wars, kingdom against kingdom, nation against nation. You're hearing all these rumors of wars going on. And of course, Israel is the center of Bible prophecy. So as we look at those things, you read the news, you hear these things that are going on, it all's lining up with about the signs of the time that the Lord's coming back soon. And that's exciting to hear. It's exciting to know. But we don't know how long it's going to be, but we live and we focus on each day, one day at a time. Two big talking points that came out of this week, especially out of the United Nations General Assembly, where there was talk about the two-state solution, specifically from Donald Trump. And as they're trying to put this peace plan in place. So again, that is a talking point that could be, as they would say, as the best solution, real estate deal. But it comes down to what the Israelis and Palestinians want to work and negotiate. But again, it's always going to be like you're butting heads. It's like talking to a brick wall. But it has to be a give and take. So we don't know all the components of the deal yet. It hasn't been disclosed. But this is the first time he's mentioned a two-state solution idea. And so again, it's one of those difficult situations for both parties, but this is what he's mentioning, Mr. Trump, with the potential negotiating table, that we have to work through this. That's going to be the only option, is to do a two-state solution. Of course, the Palestinians don't want Israel to be in Israel. They want to take over the land, and nor does Israel want the Palestinians there. So it's like you're going in those situations. Even Benjamin Netanyahu, again, he's considered, again, trying to keep an open mind, but would not voice explicit support for a two-state solution. So I don't think they're really wanting it. But again, what other options do you have in this situation? So those are the couple key components that took place this past week at the United Nations. And then the other interesting article that came out of the Times of Israel that talked about how Russia has already started the delivery of the S-300 missile in Syria. So they're giving them the weapons and the ammo, the military, the missiles that they need. And again, as we know how Syria cannot be trusted Again, how Assad, he does chemical, warfare on his own people, and now you want to give him some missiles that he's going to attack Israel. Or they're going to give to Hezbollah, in Lebanon. So again, those are some possible things that could happen. Or Iran could be using these S-300 missiles as well. So the threat that's happening there in Syria is getting worse and worse. And again, it's just all part of Bible prophecy, part of the Ezekiel 38 war that will happen with Russia and Iran invading through Syria into Israel. So those are some things that we just need to be aware of what's going on. And that's it for today's update.